Hello. I hope everyone had a blessed day getting prepared for Christmas. We're going to have an interesting show today. So make sure you share, like, and subscribe. We're going to talk about the roles in the relationship when there's kids. So make sure that y'all comment on. We're going to have the phone lines up to where you can go ahead and call in with your comments and everything. So just make sure you stay tuned. So all the way from Texas, we're going to go ahead and bring in our assistant host, Denise.
Hey.
Motivational speaker, King D.
What's up, y'all?
And all the way from Georgia, Peach, Miss Honey.
How everyone's doing?
Hello. Good to see you on.
Yes.
How's everybody week been?
Lovely.
Woo.
Great.
I'm glad I'm done shopping.
I'm here.
You're there? Well, as y'all know today, we're going to be talking on a subject that, we've been seeing repeatedly. And it's how some women are going to have things misconstrued when it comes down to relationship. Before we actually get into that, Denise, could you kind of say, because I know it seemed like they didn't reconstruct what relationship is and the roles of it. Could you tell us, in your opinion, what is a relationship to you?
A relationship as far as, give me a little more in depth. A relationship as far as a husband and wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, what do you mean?
Period.
A relationship between one and two. Meaning that just as exclusive that one and two relationship is between that partnership between them two. I don't know how to explain it any better than one and two. I'm just saying.
And Miss Honey.
Well, a relationship to me is two people becoming one, working together to achieve what they need to achieve and where they need to be.
Yes. And King Dave.
A relationship is when two people come together and as the commitment, married or unwed, but it's just a relationship.
Okay. And I know I heard the saying, a relationship is what you make it. And, when you look at it, it's a true statement. It's all on what you make it, but you kids can't make it just on your own. It's got to be both of us in that ring fighting for a relationship, because everything ain't always peaches and cream, as we already know.
Oh.
So, when it comes down to, your partner, what do you expect for them to offer you in that relationship? Miss Honey?
Loyalty, understanding, communication, um, honesty, they're willing to make it work.
Yes, yes. And King D?
Pretty much everything that she named, but the big on respect. Respect me, I'll respect you. It is what it is.
Mhm.
I say relationship is like everything she said, but I'm going to just repeat it because that's the way I am. So, trusting, honesty, committing to one another, protecting, sharing each other amongst yourself and not others.
Absolutely.
Hey, amen on that.
Let
Amen.
somebody, the whole thing, protect each other, love each other, the whole thing.
Yes, yes.
Absolutely.
Now, I'm going to tell everyone over there at Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and now new Instagram. Thank you for tuning in and much love. Hello, Michael, lovely. And we have Mr. Jones in the building. Thank you for tuning in, as well as Miss China. Thank you all for tuning in with us. We really appreciate you and your, dedication to us in showing. I know one of them asked where are the other guys. We decided to split into groups. So this weekend you will see us, next weekend you will see the others. So,
Yeah,
no matter what, continue to support all of us together.
yeah.
Now, Miss Lovely says to her, relationship involves a lot of commitment and communication. What do you think about that, Miss Honey? You're muted.
Commitment and communication. Yes, it is a lot of commitment and communication involved in relationships. But both parties got to be willing.
Now, do you feel
Right.
nowadays, even though people they throw out communication, we need to communicate. Do you really feel that people are really communicating as they state, or you feel like they do not really know how to communicate? King D.
It's funny that you asked me that question.
Ah,
Because I just had this conversation with somebody. But I I feel like that it's not everybody has the ability to communicate because everybody knows how to communicate it. We were pretty much born with that tactic. But it's like with people like it has to be both parties that's willing to communicate about certain things. That's what I feel like. I feel like that say the something a bill is due or whatever, hence the show yesterday. Say a bill is due or something, and you're like, okay, you got to pay this bill, and then the other person's like, oh well, I paid this bill last time, blah blah. It turns into an argument. You have to communicate in between the lines, like, okay, well, you did pay the bill last time, but let me pay it this time, or vice versa, type thing. That's what makes relationship clash when it comes down to that type of stuff.
Yes, yes. Now, Mr. Jones says relationships is a bunch of comprehensions, patience, and companionship. If one of those fails, all bets are off. I agree. I agree.
Yes.
Yeah, because you can have those people that say, "Yeah, I know how to communicate," but
no.
communication ain't always screaming and hollering, calling each other names. Communication is actually knowing how to listen
Mhm.
and then respecting that person's mind, stand, and emotion.
Yeah,
So if you don't know how to do that, you do not know how to communicate.
no. Well, it is true. It's so true because sometimes people they say they want to communicate, but they only want to communicate, but they don't want the other person to communicate back.
Right.
They
It's
want
Absolutely.
like some people. It's like it's mainly like
but somebody wants to do all the talking. They want to constantly explain everything and tell you, and then we're gonna do this. And then we said, well, hey, I got something to say. I'm not finished talking. You just gonna keep, it just don't want the other person to say anything and everything they want. They want to hear themselves talk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they sure gonna over talk you when you do try to talk. They gonna over talk you when you try to talk.
Yes, I believe that. I believe that. And that's one thing about when I say the key thing is to listen. If you're going to interrupt and cut a person off to where they can't say anything, what's the point of the communication? Because that's not communication. You're practically just talking at that person and not with that person, in order to come up with an agreement. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. When you holler and scream, you can't really get nothing solved because all you're doing is put more fuel to the fire when you holler and scream. And I know that's like with me. If you holler and scream at me, I'm going to just shut off, and I'm not, because I don't want to argue. I'm not going to argue. Because my thing is, I feel like my point is not getting across. You're not listening to me. I'm listening to you, but you're not listening to me. So there is no communication. It's just no communication whatsoever. So we got to be careful of the things that, we do try to say when we say communication, because even within communication, when you feel yourself angered, it's best to just go off to yourself, calm down, then come back and be willing to talk. But if you're going to talk out of anger and spite, there's no point in trying to even discuss the matter because you're not going to get nowhere. You're going to just be on a merry-go-round. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
So, lovely lady says, I feel that's a controlling spirit when people do that. Yes, when they try to overtalk you, that's part of the controlling spirit. Yes, I agree. And Mr. Jones says, that's why I say comprehension is not communication. You must first understand that a conversation is between two. Yes. And I mean, you have to look at that just like if you have a meeting, what's the point of the meeting and getting anything solved or anything accomplished if nobody can hear each other?
No.
But you got to also know how to respect one another when you're having that conversation.
Like my mom used to say, we can sing together, we can't talk together. She used to say that all the time.
I like that. I like that. So, in saying that, what we're going to do, we're going to take our first break. Y'all pay attention closely to this video here because we are discussing when it comes down to getting into a relationship, but this is on a different level. So I know y'all have a lot to say. Be right back.
But are you gonna pay for these groceries or what? I don't have enough money. I don't have enough. Put it back. I have to feed my 1-year-old, and you telling me so you can date me, but you can't pay for this stuff. That's what you telling me? Is that what you telling me? See, that's how these guys do, baby. They take you out on dates and don't want to pay for your stuff, and then he know I got a 1-year-old baby. You don't even want to buy my baby clothes. That's how guys do nowadays. They just date you. $472. Okay, are you gonna be paying today? How are you paying? Yeah, this how it is. Guys be wearing the hottest shoes. Thank you. $200 and $300 worth of shoes and don't even want to pay for the stuff I had to pay for it, y'all, because I've been dating this guy for about maybe 2 to 3 days, and baby, this how they do. But I just went ahead. I'm probably gonna break up with him though, baby, because I ain't got time. Look at him. He can spend $200 to $300 on some Nikes, but he ain't want to help me pay for my baby's stuff. So, you know what? I don't have time. I'm just gonna go ahead and cut him off. As soon as we get out here, I ain't gonna cut no show at Walmart. Matter of fact, you don't even have to push the basket. I can push the basket. I don't need you to push the basket no more.
All right. Some of these women. Now, make sure y'all tune in next Friday as the Grown Men Talking Incorporated. We'll be discussing a topic on Mama's Boy. Make sure y'all set your notification. And also next Saturday, they will be discussing the armor of mad money. When you found out that your spouse is hiding money while you struggling to pay the bills. Let's see how that go. Now, Miss Honey, after viewing that video, which it's been circling around the social media, which as you know, I'm a firm believer. I don't like my business on no social media, especially if we have a disagreement. It's nobody's business but ours. But seeing that there and that she had to record it to try to, I guess, humiliate him or to prove a point. What is your feeling on that?
I think it was really unnecessary to try to humiliate somebody in the first place. She the one should have been humiliated because you want to know this guy 3 days. What makes you think he's obligated? You know what I'm saying, to pay for your meal? I mean, for your food or your baby's clothes.
Oh shoot! Like that. She recorded that video to try to embarrass him, but what she really did was embarrass herself. For first of all, that is not his child. You only been living 3 days with your people. He owes you nothing. And if I was him, that would be the last time I would have saw her.
Exactly. I'm feeling you on that. Okay, King D, we saying that, you've been on 3 dates with this woman here. Y'all decided to go Walmart. She wanted you to go to Walmart shopping. And she's ringing up the things for her kids and herself that's equaling out to $400 something. But you only been on 3 dates. What are your perception on that?
First of all, you're not gonna record me to validate with your friends because it's pretty much what she's doing. She's trying to validate her actions with her friends. No, that's just not what to do. And then second of all, why this man is not obligated to take care of your kids, them are your children. You laid there and had them kids, and or call the baby daddy. Where the baby daddy at? I only been in the picture 3 days. Where your baby daddy? You came and got me for what? Like now at this point, I feel like you dating me just because you feel like you need a man to buy your kids stuff. That's pretty much what it feels like. Like that's only been 3 days. Like get over it.
Exactly. And that's what I couldn't understand. My thing is, there was no addressing this matter. Like, okay, I know we've been only on 3 dates, but I'm gonna go shopping for my kids. Are you gonna pay for it or help me pay for it? Then he know what he's up against. But for her to feel like he's obligated, even 3 dates, and he's obligated to put out almost $500 on groceries for her and her kids. And I'm with King D. Like, where's the daddy at? And even if daddy's not there, you just got to understand, you cannot expect for a man that did not help lay and help you have these kids to pay anything, especially at that price range.
Yeah.
So Denise, do you feel like that? She should have like just went shopping by herself, or should she just she needs to prioritize her morals?
First of all, she need to prioritize her freaking morals.
Yes.
Somebody slipped on mommy and daddy slipped when they told her about dating. First of all, I'm sorry, I have food in my mouth. One thing I have to say is there's something wrong with her. You sound like a narcissist, for one, with a child. And for her to put on her side that she barely even know. You don't know if this man's a serial killer, and you over here trying to cash out on him.
Yeah, I agree with that. You don't look at the things of a character. She don't know this 3 days.
3 days and she don't know him. And she's trying to get this man to pay for her child. What is wrong with you? That is not how life works. You should have thought about that before you had kids to want a man to pay for anything. We know that man for 3 months.
Yes, and I agree. And my thing is that, for y'all to just be dating for 3 days, have he or have he not met these kids? You know, how long do you think it should be before, you know, this man can, I'm gonna say offer, because he's not obligated to anything, before he can offer anything to do anything as this, Miss Honey?
Well, it depends on what type of relationship, first of all, you have with this person. If you only known them for 3 days, and I'm thinking that you didn't give up anything so soon, but I would say at least a good 5 months in, and y'all have a real relationship, and y'all working on something, and y'all have, yeah.
Yeah.
He should. You shouldn't have to ask. He should offer for help.
Okay, Mr. Jones said you can't put a time limit on that. What happens for one can't happen for all. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I agree with that, but I don't. Because when you have been with somebody for so many years, it comes a point to where you got, especially when you're gonna construct or have plans to marry this person, even though you're dating, because we're not talking about the 3 days. We've been around each other, but you cannot, like you said, helpmate. Help one each other, have each other back. But I mean, if I'm in a predicament and we've been together 3 years and you still feel like you shouldn't help me, then don't expect anything out of me as well. And that's just the way I feel about it.
Mm-hmm. And that can be either way. It can be in reverse mode too. But you know how we as women, we just soft hearted anyway. Most of us are anyway. We want to children anyway. But when I'm saying that, if he decided he wanted to buy something for the child, let's say, oh, I see this pair of socks. I'm gonna get these pair of socks for the baby. And if he want to do that, that's his business. That could be day one. But if don't expect him to dish out two, 300, 400, 500, $600 on your child, and you just met this person for 3 days, you out of your bracket.
Yes. Yes.
Exactly.
You have to establish a
Now,
relationship.
at the same time, my thing is that the way she did it was just so disrespectful. And so,
Exactly.
you know, King D, I don't know if she rode with him or he rode with her, but if she was in your car and she had this attitude, what would be your action? Would she make it home or she had to Uber it?
She wouldn't be getting in my car after we left the Walmart, and you start talk that shit, and then you done set up here and recorded me coming out the store. You think you finna get in my car? No, man, I'm leaving you right there. And then can I chime in on the time limit thing
Yes.
real quick? Okay, so I don't think you can put a time limit on that. And I don't before you back my head on spicy, Drew. Don't try pull me out of here so I can see your face. I don't think I don't think you can. I don't think it's a good idea to put a time limit on that because you do we don't know what that man's financial situation is,
Mhm.
and say he has his own children that he's on child support for, or say he has his own, situation going on. He could have 5, 6 kids that he's having to provide for. Now you got a kid and you expect him to provide for yours. It doesn't matter if it takes 5 years, 10 years. You just cannot expect a man to take care of your kid. Okay, I'm gonna say this. My brother has 7 children, 5 different baby mamas. This is a true story. And they had a conversation recently about her 2 kids. He's married now, and she has 2 kids. And they had a conversation recently, and he's like, "Okay, I'm trying to take care of the 7 I have. I
Mhm.
can't, I can pay bills, but to actually provide for your kids, like buying school clothes and shoes, I got to do that for my own 7. You understand what I'm saying? So, and then his finances don't reach that far. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of you can't put a time limit on it. That's just my personal opinion.
Yeah, because when we say time limit, and even on that line, if you can't help each other out, then you don't have no business being in a relationship. And see, even in 3 years, if you haven't realized what you have within me to want to put a ring on it, then we need to X this right here anyway. But
Mm.
my thing is if you do have and plan to come together on it, you know, and you're gonna have this what y'all call a blended family, then you gotta be able to be for one another. But if you still feel even from 2 to 3 years that you cannot help me out in a sense, or I can't help you out, then we don't need to be together. So, you know, 3 days is too soon, especially when you talk about $400-$500. Like, bro, no, we're not doing that. You know, and then at the same time, you know, when you go to the store and you putting all these items that we don't even know what all was in that basket, but it was full, it was overflowing. And you expect for this man to go into your pocket, his pocket, and just spit out $400, and you gonna show you money? Okay, you had the money in the first place. So why are you expecting him to pay anything when you got the money?
Right.
So was she testing to see if she's gonna be? Then you gonna walk through Walmart talking about screaming like I'm gonna break it when we get through this door. I'm gonna probably break up with him. No, we broke it up right here in the mid aisle in front of customer service.
In the middle of the store.
I'm done.
Well, yeah, no, I do agree. I do agree that the 3 day thing is too soon. But I was talking about in a long run. Like you can't. I wouldn't expect. Like if it's a pair of shoes or something like that, then cool, you know. But just to be splurging on somebody's kid, I just, you know, that's just
no. Especially when I got my own kids. My thing is that you got to look at. Okay, hold up. John said only a fool will help you, and guess what? The one that you don't consider a fool is gonna be by himself for the rest of his life.
He said only a fool wouldn't help you.
Oh yeah, only okay. I apologize. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, oh no, I love you, bro. My fault. But yeah, that is right. Only a fool wouldn't help you because that's somebody that's selfish.
Yeah.
And then you gotta look in the long run. Okay, what is his intentions with me? If he's gonna sit there and, you know, not help at all as the time went on. And
I'm crying.
So, you know, my thing is like, you know, in a relationship, you should be able to have each other back, but you got to also be realistic. If you go into a relationship and you accept him, knowing that he's in a financial bind, he got all these kids, and you're willing to accept him with all these kids, then you got to accept and understand that he's not going to be able to do everything.
Yeah.
To help you out. Maybe if he give you $20, okay, I can afford to give you $20 to go towards that bill. That's less that you got to worry about towards that bill. Be grateful.
Yeah.
Right.
But, you know, ain't no man, when it's not his kids, ain't no man obligated to do for your kids.
No, he's not.
That's my whole point. That was my whole purpose in saying that.
Yeah, it's just like us as parents, you know, when our kids get grown and they have kids, I'm not obligated. I do what I feel like doing.
Exactly.
But it's not my responsibility and it's not my obligation.
No, it's not. They think because not to go on to that part of a type of relationship, as far as like having grandkids and stuff like that, you are not obligated to do nothing. You do.
Okay. Well. Okay.
To.
Okay. What would y'all say in a situation where? Snap.
The Unspoken Heart Discussion Hour.
On TV though. On TV though. On TV though.
Just on my nerves.
I love you. I love you.
You know I'm coming. Here I come. Hold on. Don't go back yet. No. Really though. On broadcast TV.
You know I got nothing but love for you.
Listen, carry on the show. I'm backstage when it's over. I'll see y'all backstage.
All right, then. We'll see you then. He's like, you know, I'm getting up in that right now.
Okay, well, look, I got a question. So, what if she already has kids, but then y'all have kids together? Well, a kid together, and then what? So, is a man supposed to only take care of his kid, or because I'm the type of parent person, period, that I don't do one without doing for the other. You know what I'm saying?
Too.
I don't do that. I don't care.
If I take him in, you know, because I've done it before. You know, my baby son's got a sister, and before he was even thought about, you know, I treated her just like my own. I loved on her just like my own because, you know, being that I loved him, I did. But to do it like on the first day, no, I'm not gonna be. Don't expect me to do it. If I feel like doing it out of my heart, okay, yeah, I'll do it out of my heart. But I'm not obligated,
No.
you know. But that because that's the person I am, then that's what I go for. But I mean, for any woman to have that type of attitude to where you feel like the person, if they in order to date you, they got to be obligated to take care of you and your kids. No.
No, it's not an obligated situation. But will I do it? Have I done it? Yes, most definitely.
Yeah, but to expect for him to do it, don't expect for him to think that he's supposed to do it because he's dating you. Ain't nobody Kit Kat that royal. And I'm sorry, you know, to where you think that, oh, I got him this way, so he gonna do for me. You know, so you gotta think that process out. You know, like I said, if she expect for it, if she needed help, which you seen she didn't, because my thing is, wow, you had the money, but 3 days of dating, you think he should do it, and you keep your money in your pocket.
Right.
What she was trying to do is try to get some freebies out of him. That's what that was.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's sad.
Get some freebies out of him, and that didn't work because if you paid attention to the look and expressions on his face, it's like you keep on talking. It don't matter to me. This will be the last day I see you. That's the look he had on his face.
Absolutely. Pay attention to who he's
like he's gonna be butthurt after 3 days of dating you that you break up with him outside of Walmart.
No, he's not. He doesn't. And he probably don't even have no kids. He just feel like I don't have to be paying for somebody else's kids. I'm just saying. That's the look he had on his face that he's not gonna sit up there and pay for somebody else's kid. And he may not have no one liquor child. But we don't know the whole story. We just know what we saw in Walmart. But
yeah, but Cypher Supreme says, thank you for tuning in. He said expectations of individuals can and will throw things out of whack. Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with that totally.
I agree.
You know, and like you said, and you know, in a way, I could kind of agree with Mr. Jones was saying as well. You can't put a time limit on it.
No.
Because my thing is, if you're doing something from the heart, it's just natural. No matter what it is, it's natural. If you're a natural lover, you're a natural giver, and you really truly love this person, it's gonna come natural.
Yeah.
You know, because there's times that I've been with my homeboys and I'm getting ready to pay, and they was like, because that's the way they are.
Right.
But I don't expect for them to do for me because they see me as their baby sister. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's up for them. You know, it's up to him. And I mean, I would have had the same look as him. Like, don't name my kids. You know, you got a lot of nerve.
She only had that one child. Now, she only had the one baby. That's all she said. She had one child. She said, my 1 year old.
No,
yeah.
I think she had 4.
No, she
All I heard her say is my baby.
That's it. She didn't say a whole bunch of babies.
Well, I'm gonna go back and look at that again because I could have sworn I heard 4 kids.
Play it again. You can play it again.
But then again, I probably got that misconstrued with the $400 payment too. So, like I explained to everybody, I'm on payment assistance right now, so y'all gotta excuse me.
No, you all right. You all right. I won't take this stuff too. You tiny muscles fast.
Yes. Yeah, I want because I know I heard her say kids. I don't know. I don't know if she did.
My kid.
Yeah, kids. So I don't think she really said a number.
No,
she probably said
it was just her 1 year old. She said her 1 year old. Her 1 year old. Her kid.
Okay, Mr. Jones, if you feel like it, look that up and see exactly what she said. So you know, and let us know. If not, it's cool. But you know, I don't care 1 to 7 kids. He's not obligated.
Yeah.
So my thing is, do you think he would be wrong that he would turn around and say, you know, you get your kid's daddy to do it?
No.
And if he's not doing it, you know,
3 days. No, I don't think it's wrong.
No.
3 days. Come on now.
I mean, that is something deep to say, to ask as well, Denise, when you say, you know, when you have a kid with this person, but she had kids inside, you know, I've seen some situations where the kids are treated differently because that's not their daddy. I've seen situations where, you know, he see her kids as his, so he doesn't treat them no different. I mean, it all depends on the person that you're with. So my question to y'all is, would y'all accept the fact that, okay, you being in a relationship with this person and he only does for just his child?
That I would have a problem with it.
You would have a problem with, okay, what was the question?
Would you have a problem with the fact that he just take care of his child, y'all together, but he'll do for his child, but he's not gonna do for the child that you had before him?
Why would you have a problem with that? That's not his.
Like if I'm, I would have a problem with it also because I'm
I would
absolutely
definitely have
gonna
a
do
problem.
for his children. I'm
My
gonna do
thing
for
is, why
both.
would y'all okay, question. Why would y'all have a problem with that when he's taking care of his kid and the other kid is not even his? He got to take care of
But look at it like this, Dominic. Look at it like this.
I'm listening.
You have a child, and you are married to somebody.
Amen.
And amen. And she have a baby, but your child belongs to somebody else. But the baby live with you, and she only gonna take care of her baby. Whatever your child need, eat, feed, clothing, taking a bath, whatever. She won't do anything for your child, but she'll do everything for the one that y'all have together. How would you feel about that? Oh, damn.
What?
Oh,
I still
Lord
stand on how
Jesus.
I feel. Like I don't feel like that he. Okay. Well, if
That I don't have a problem with it. You know why?
why would you have a problem with? Yeah, let me ask that. Why would you have a problem with it?
Because maybe because it's just me. Because I'm the type of person I don't give a damn. Like when I got married, my stepson, I treated him like he was my son.
Yeah.
I did. I washed him. I cut his hair. I bought him clothes. I fed him. I gave him money. I punished him when he needed to be punished. I treated him just like the rest of my kids.
But I'm saying if that's because you wanted to, that's because that's because you. I'm not saying no. Okay, but let me clarify. I'm not saying that I would not do that because I will. I'll make sure that all the kids are straight.
But I wouldn't have a problem with it if you would in a relationship, it would be a problem.
Okay, we have a phone call caller, the Unspoken Heart Discussion Hour. What you got for us? Yeah, your voice is.
Hello.
Hello?
Hi.
Huh?
Yes.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay. So what I think is that for me, when I was with my ex, he had a baby. I helped him take care of the baby, and I still help him take care of the baby now. The baby is 7 years old. I think say 17, but he's 7 years old, and I took care of him. When he was, when he was little, when he was a baby, because his mom had dropped him off on my porch while me and my ex was at my house. She came past, dropped him off, and left him with no clothes, no shoes, no diapers, no milk, no nothing. So I took it upon myself. Well, this baby is going to be taken care of. And right now today, he still called me Mommy Dee because I took care of him. My kids always tell me like, Mom, why is you taking care of this child? I was like, because for one, his mama is out there in the streets doing drugs. Two, I was like, y'all know I'm that person who take care of kids. If I see something going on, I would take care of that kid. And kids been growing on to me ever since, and they still are.
Right.
I mean, it's good people. I mean, it's good people out there and everything. And but it's some bad parents out here. These step parents. It's real bad parents out here.
but and it's some good step parents who take on the kids and stuff like that. But that's all I gotta say.
Amen, amen.
Thank
Amen.
you.
Thank you for calling in. We appreciate that.
You're welcome.
You have a beautiful Christmas.
Okay. Have a good night, guys.
Good night.
Bye.
Merry Christmas.
Yes, great point. And
I like
we're
what
basically,
she said.
yeah, I
I
like the way
like
she
that.
put it. It's all dependent on the person that you're with
Right.
and the mind frame that they have. Because you could have some people that has that good giving heart that
Right.
love kids. That's just like I said, naturally do it.
I love kids. I mean,
Okay, but you have some of those people that be like,
That ain't my kid.
"They're my
No,
kids."
I was like, when I was explaining a while ago, I was trying to say that I wouldn't, like the other comments said, the other person is not obligated to do it.
No.
We can't make them obligated to do it. I was just saying basically that they don't have to if they don't want to.
They don't have to,
Like-
but you ain't gonna have to be with me either.
Yeah, but don't feel like that they are obligated. Yeah.
But you can't, because all I care about is the kids didn't have to be in any type of situations. But you're not obligated to do anything for my kid. But if you come into an agreement with me, as far as marriage, I'm not talking about no girlfriend-boyfriend relationship. As far as marriage, you need to do for both kids or how many kids we have together. Plus
It don't matter if you married. It don't matter if you married or not. That they don't have nothing to do with that.
You chose to marry me, so you chose to deal with my situations too. Like
just like you choose to date somebody. What's the difference? It's not a difference. It's still a kid involved. If you're married or not.
It's a big difference.
It's a package deal for me. If you have kids and I got kids, I'm taking care of everybody if I can.
That part. Okay, so on that note, we'll be right back right after this one here. Pay close attention because it's finna get really, really hot.
Cause I ain't even going out like that. Come on, y'all. I'm about to eat with a little chick from Instagram or whatnot. You feel me? This is our first date. This is our first time linking up. You feel me? We only just been talking through the gram or whatnot. So she get here. Tell me why she pop up with 3 kids. 3 of them? Feel me? Got a 5-year-old, got a 7-year-old, and a 17-year-old. I'm 27. Your oldest almost older than me. You only about 33. What age you started? You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't never ever post these kids, so all of a sudden we go out to eat. Oh, I got 3 kids. Come on, ladies, y'all can't be doing that. We gotta do way better than that, man. Don't even get me started. She don't even look like what she look like on Instagram. Straight catfish. Come on, ladies, y'all. Man, I ain't going out like that, man. Y'all got up. Come on, man. Come on, man. I ain't on that. Straight up. Ain't no po ass. Not like that, but come on, we gotta do better, ladies. For real. Yeah. Hey, mama. Yeah. Yeah, I'm about to eat right now, mama. Yeah, we at a little restaurant. Yeah, the girl I was telling you about from Instagram that I met. This Nia. Say what's up, Nia.
Hi.
Yeah, this the kids right here. Y'all say hi, kids.
Hi.
Yeah, this little Kayla, she's 5. That's Timmy, he's 7. And this Sheree, she's 17. Right. So what you gonna be doing later, mama? All right. Well, let me just give you a call back later then. How the food is, kids? It's good? Look like your food good. You eating a whole lot over there. What's up, mama? What about you? How you feeling?
Everything is good.
Y'all think y'all gonna get something to eat to go? Come on now, I got it. I can handle it. Let's just make sure they eat enough food. They good.
I don't know. I may get a to-go box for the kids.
Yeah, get enough. Y'all make sure y'all fill it. Y'all plate up, all right? Yeah, so when you get you one, make sure you get me in one too. So you feel me? I got it. I'm gonna handle it.
All right.
Let me run to the car real quick. Let me go grab my wallet. I'll be right back.
Okay, no problem.
Y'all know we ain't doing that. Straight up out of here. Y'all know we ain't doing none of that. Baby. I'm sorry. You can't get me. Nah, cause we ain't doing that. Not this year. Nah, man. Don't even play me like that. Ain't even no broke ass feel me, but 3 kids? Hell nah. Yo, just 17. Should be paying for me. Y'all thought this was this our first date. How you expect me to just pay for 3 kids like that, man? Hell nah. Come on, man. I'm out of here. I don't even play like that, man. What's wrong with you, baby? Come on, man. Ain't no bro, but I'm just saying, ladies, y'all gotta at least give us the opportunity to like let me say, yeah, don't just do the just expecting me to just, you feel me? I don't rock out like that, baby. Ain't no duck ass, man. I'm out of here. I don't play that. Pay for your own food or you're gonna be washing dishes. Hell, you talking?
All right, I told you it's gonna get hot in a minute, but make sure y'all tune in next week to Grown Men Talking Incorporated. They will be on here next Friday speaking about mama's boys. I know they got a lot to say on that. And then also next Saturday, make sure you come back to us on the Spoken Heart Discussion Hour. We're gonna be talking about the armor of mad money when she's hiding all the money from him to save for herself, but he's struggling with the bills. Make sure y'all tune in. Now I'm gonna go to King D first. What is your intake on that video there with him?
He was right. I would have loved to. I'm not gonna feed all your kids on the first date. Man, you got me messed up. I ain't gonna do it. I'm gonna leave.
We do not care.
Crazy.
All right. Now, hello, Auntie Mackenzie, how you doing? Thank you for tuning in. Now, like I said, that video I'm telling you, it tripped me out because I was like, is he really going to pay all that, telling her to get more on her plate? You know, I don't blame him. What was your intake? What was your intake, honey?
I'm like, who's raising these generations nowadays? They don't have.
Yes, hello, Toya. Toya says, she says, should have taken your kids on the first date. Period. Women and men need to make sure the person is going to be around for a while before you bring your kids around. Period. Now that's the thing
true.
I got an issue with.
Yeah, that's the main one.
But she ain't wrong for that. First
Yes.
date, you just pop up with kids and they let them know before. Man,
Yes.
that's totally disrespectful.
Yeah, and Cypher says, can I know you first before you bring in the first date? And we got a caller coming in. Yes, caller, this is the Spoken Heart Discussion Hour. May I help you? Hello? Okay, I guess they didn't want anything. They just want to hear us breathe. But you know, oh my, I mean, it's a trip. So what is your intake, Tanise, on that there?
Okay, so pretty much I agree and disagree with his actions.
Okay, hold that thought for a minute. We got another caller coming in.
All right.
Yes, caller, this is Spoken Heart Discussion Hour.
Agree with him.
Hello.
I guess it could. Can't get it right.
Yeah, because it's not my end, it's them calling blank.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Hopefully they'll call back and have a better reception. But go ahead.
Okay, so I agree with what he did, but I don't agree with his timing of doing it. First of all, you could have, when you stepped out into that restaurant and you saw all them babies sitting right there, you could have stopped the date right then and there. You did not have to order food and then bounce on that lady and do her like that. You could have said, no, this is not my cup of tea before we even order anything. I'm not paying for your kids. You know what? I can't do this and leave. You did not have to order that food and leave the lady not only with her food, you left her with your food too. That make you a fraud.
Yes. Yes, caller.
Yeah, can you hear me?
We can hear you now.
Yeah.
Okay. You know I'm calling, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, come on with it.
What is her problem? It's okay. Listen, I don't have no problem with paying for the kids. However, why you just pop up with them?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You can't even get a man the option to say, yeah, I got the money. No, I don't.
Yes, and he was shocked to see all the kids did. You looking at from a baby to 17 years old. The 17-year-old couldn't babysit the kids while you go on your first date.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's another thing. You don't know if you bringing your damn kids to see Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, nobody. You trying to eat. You don't know who you take your kids to see.
Exactly.
She said she wasn't trying to go home and cook. That's why she did that.
He does all the way musty for that shit.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I'm back off the air.
Yes, thank you so much for calling in. Yeah, and I agree with that. My thing is I don't take my kids to none of my dates.
No.
Period. Because me personally, I'm gonna go ahead and cook early. I said, well, let me cook for my kids, and then I'll be ready later on. But I'm not gonna eat, so that way I'll be ready for when you pick me up or I'll meet you. But this is her first date, and he met her on Instagram. Then she looked nothing like the pictures on there. So what do you think about that, honey?
False pretend. I think she was gold digger. She was just false pretending all over the place just to get fed. She was using them. That's what I think.
Yes. Now, China says, she says, see, I feel he was wrong for even going back to the table. To her, I would have walked straight out of the door and left her there so she can pay the bill and drove off. What do you think, Denise?
I think that's wrong. I'm sorry. I don't agree with that because before you even ordered food, before you even ordered food, she had them kids sitting there. So what you should have done was cancel the date right then and there and tell us I'm not participating in this and left. Don't leave the woman with the food and pay for your food too. That's not right.
Yes. But you gotta look at it. He said he was 27 years old. She bringing 3 kids, which possibly has a big appetite, and herself, and with him. My thing is, how do you know he don't have it? I mean, he couldn't pay for it. I don't know. With me, when she showed up with the kids, I'm like, no, this is not what we're gonna have to reschedule this date or something. But then he was already disappointed because she looked nothing like her pictures. So you gotta look. There's different ways he could have took it, but he probably needed like one of them said, he needed proof. Like, look, these are the kids right here. See, this age, this age, this age. I mean, he didn't have to say their name, but to show you that you just pop up with these kids and you just expect him
to pay
to feed the kids and you. If anything, that date should have ended right outside on that porch of that restaurant. That's the way I feel about it. He should have made. He shouldn't have allowed them to sit down, order the food, have the food brought to them. They already eaten it. So you can see, I think her plate's almost gone anyway. But you wait all that time to decide to ghost him. So regardless, he's the one got the free meal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I said, I don't agree with that. He could have canceled the date at the door.
Exactly.
That's true. I agree with that. He was wrong for that. He even then told her to order some more food for him and knowing he wasn't staying.
Yeah.
I think he was wrong
I
for
wonder how long she sat there just to figure out that he wasn't coming
that.
back.
Probably about 10 minutes, I'm sure. It
I
don't take
wonder
that.
if she had the money to pay for it.
That's another part. And he'd look at you, you sit there, I guess, he felt catfished, set up. So he was like, look, this is your karma right here.
Yeah. But it's still, two wrongs don't make a right. You already know karma's something else.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go to Honey. In that situation, let's say it's reverse. And because I know you personally, I know you're a big giver, you believe in catering people and helping them out. But in this situation here, and your date brings 3 kids unexpectedly, and you are catfished, how would you handle that?
I would have left at the door. We wouldn't have made it inside the restaurant.
Mm-mm.
Same thing. I would have left on immediately. Like soon as yeah, no, I'm not gonna do all that going to the bathroom and recording. Man, I'm gonna go.
Exactly.
Yeah, the first one you lied.
I would have left, like I said earlier, I would have left it at the door. When that day, as soon as I saw the whole crew, 2 Live crew, I would have left 2 Live too fast out that door, back into my car and drove my happy behind home.
And Danita said, I would be mad as hell and leave her right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I don't know, as soon as she popped out, I don't know if she Ubered or her car, I'd be like, no, don't look, stop that Uber. Who are all these here? Oh, those are just my kids. Okay, well, you need to tell him you need to reroute because I was expecting just me and you.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Now, being that she, Instagram, because a lot of people meet on social media, and she's catfished him. So how would you handle that, King D? The fact that you're expecting what you've seen on pictures on Instagram, but then when they show up, she's totally something different.
We would have never sat down and ate. I would have never ordered. I swear to God, as soon as she walked in that door, I would have been walking out for them.
Yeah, Honey.
Oh, I would have felt yeah, like he felt catfish and betrayed, lied to all of that, and I can't deal with you. So hey, I have nothing for it.
I really like else. Someone that, woo, you don't look like your picture. You can't look like you with me.
Now, my auntie Mackenzie, she said we need to let each other know what's going on in our life, that we have children and what we are expecting and what I would like to do, or should I bring them on the first date? Yeah, exactly. Address it. Address it before y'all even plan for the date.
Yeah.
And then China says you don't ever bring kids on a date. I would have told her cancel that Uber altogether. Don't even bother getting in that Uber. Don't even leave the house at that. Okay, Cypher's asking how he wrong when she gave him the right.
How's he wrong?
How he wrong when she gave him the right?
I mean, the right to do what? The right not to order food. The right not to go on that date. The right not to begin that date. And he had the right to go back to his car.
Exactly. See, I'm like, if we're going on a date and I don't have anybody watch the kids, and we want to go so bad. Look, I know I didn't mention it before, but I do have kids. I can't find a babysitter. We either could cancel and reschedule when I find a babysitter, or is it okay I bring them?
Right.
Because at the same time, you should have bought money with you. Because see, when I go on a date, I make sure I've got my money. I got my own vehicle. Because you don't know what this person is like. You don't know what they're gonna do and how it's gonna turn out, and you're gonna be stranded. So my thing is, if he was gonna pay for you, and it's like, oh no, I brought my kids. I didn't have nobody watch them, but I got them. You only got to worry about me and you because you invited just me out. That's totally different. But to expect for him because I'm a package deal, baby. If you date me, you gotta feed me and my kids. Wrong answer. It's the first date. So, in this here, I wonder too, is this the first time she's done this? For her to feel so comfortable to be, my auntie say, can I bring my gun? Lord have mercy. And Charlie said, it won't even be a buy. It'd be a instant block and delete, laugh out loud, but it's the facts though. True. And Cypher says, I'm hungry, I'm eating. You moving like that? Watch how I do this. Yeah, she like, okay, did you bring money for your kids to eat? Because I was only prepared to pay for me and you.
And that's all I would have paid. That's all I would have paid for too. Just me and her. You got to dish out for your own kids. But you don't leave the one with your bill too. That's karma. It will come back, I promise.
I'm just wondering, where they was taught these morals and values and respect to where they think that they're obligated. Because this also go back to the woman that thought she was too good for a Cheesecake Factory. To me, she was only good for Burger King. But my thing is that he at least took her to Cheesecake. But she felt like that she was entitled and that he was obligated to do this for her. Why are you feeling like you so much on a level to where a person is obligated, especially on a first date?
That's the home training not in play.
Yes. Yes. And then Cypher says, he said that was her karma. You sitting there for a while, you eating, like, kids, go ahead and eat up. Can I get an extra 2 plates for my kids? They order the plates, like, okay, he's sure taking long bringing that wallet.
First of all, she fell for the okie doke so stupid because first of all, ain't no man leaving their wallet in the car anymore. No.
No, because I'm telling you that just, like, he drove off. I mean, I laughed about it because I'm like, that bro jetted.
He wrong, but it was funny.
Yeah. So if you look at it on both ends, they had it wrong.
Yeah.
But she was all the way out of pocket. Because, you, for one, don't look like your pictures. 2, you brought kids that he wasn't even expected. He the way he seemed like he didn't even know she had kids.
And then one of them 17.
17. And see, in Texas, that's considered grown.
No, you go ahead and date a 17 and watch what happens. Yeah, you're going to jail. No, it's still.
Yes. So on that note, we're gonna come back right after this last message to discuss, this here, because we all in agreement that this woman was wrong. The first woman was wrong. It's like you can't always expect somebody to be obligated to your needs, especially between 1 to 3 dates.
Shared a post by a man named Eric Haynes, who encountered quite the dating dilemma. Haynes said, quote, I recently went on a date with a nice woman. We had dinner, drinks, and a great conversation.
All right.
As the waiter brought our bill, my date asked me to buy 2 takeout dinners for her kids.
No!
I said no, because I don't even know her kids, and she had an attitude the rest of the night, so I cut the date short. Ladies, do you think Eric did the right thing?
Yeah. Ooh,
that's weird.
Wait.
Y'all are some cheap people. Them kids were hungry.
No.
No.
Well, she should have bought some money and paid.
I
don't know.
Lady, if you're
any
watching
mom.
the show, clearly send your address to Adrienne Houghton because she's about to buy your kids a
Okay,
meal.
let me explain. You guys already know this about me. I would never ask for the money or ask a man to pay for my children, but I will say this: I'm married to a man that has children, and obviously at some point when we were dating, I got to meet them and all that good stuff.
Right.
With that being said, if I was really having a great chemistry with somebody, and I felt there was actually a need there, maybe those kids need. Now I'm not saying I'm buying them ribeye steaks to take home, maybe a grilled cheese, but like I think I wouldn't think that was terribly horrible. If he was like, if he was like, hey, can we grab the kids something to eat too? I'd be like, okay, yeah, no problem. I don't see it as.
And then it ought to come out of her.
So my
payment,
thing is,
not
though,
his.
in order,
it's a date.
But no, in order,
she comes with children.
I know, but in order for her, I don't know. I just don't know any mom who would leave their children unfed or hungry before they would go out to dinner because she's asking the question, what if he said no? What is she gonna do then? Do you see what I'm saying?
Maybe
It
she
leaves
was
the option.
testing him.
I don't know.
You don't
I think
test
it's her.
somebody
I
like
think it's
that.
her shtick. I think this is her game. I don't think she has kids. I think she's asking. I think
There's a conspiracy.
there's a conspiracy, and she's asking for herself because
So
I don't know any mom.
She
who
getting
leaves
dinner
her
for the week off
Yes,
of.
that's what I think.
Well, that's wrong.
That's
But
what I
genuinely, if you dated somebody with children and they were like, hey, do you think we could grab extra food for the kids? I would be like, of course.
No, because if I didn't make them, why should I feed them?
You sound... Hold on.
Wait.
Are you kidding me?
Let
You
me
would-
get in. Let me.
Yes, I would.
If it's the first date, though.
And you've never
the
met the
first date.
kid?
But I like him. I
The first
would.
date.
I would. Again, I'm not getting them ribeye steaks. But I would, if it cost me, what, $14 extra, I'd be like, sure, let's
He
get them
may
a
not
little
have the
something.
money, though. Y'all always assuming everybody got money like that.
Yeah.
Everybody don't have money like that.
Well, then it's not going to last long term because she comes with children.
No, that doesn't. No. That's not necessarily true. We don't know how much today. It could have been a high-end place. It could have been low-end place. We don't know his income. We don't know her
But it's
income.
about the principle. We're not even talking about the amount of a meal. I think it's about the principle. To ask somebody to step forward and do something, that's not his role. In that date, it's just to get to know her and to see if there's a chemistry to move forward into the dating process and do things like buy your kids a meal.
My thing is,
Not
why
on the
wouldn't
first
she
date.
buy her own kids
That's
a
my
meal?
point.
Why wouldn't she
I would
do it?
never put the
Again.
responsibility on someone I don't know.
He's not
because
dating the
what
kids. He's
I-
dating
Yes,
her.
and you can get.
But at some point, he is going to date the kids. And when you date somebody that has children, you need to consider their children straight off the bat.
That's after I
That's
think you've
later.
established the relationship.
Yeah,
That's later.
But my thing is, I would never ask the question. But if someone asked me to, I would find a way to make it work,
wait.
whether or not they're in the right or wrong. If somebody asked me for
You
some
haven't
food, I
wait,
would give
yeah.
it to food.
Let's
Yeah.
take it
You
a
just
step
have
back.
amazing-
Hold on.
He's not asking me to buy them a Game Boy. It's food.
Once again, thank y'all for sharing and putting your notifications on. I've seen some got notifications to the when we come on. Also, I want to thank everybody over there at Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Instagram for tuning in live. Make sure you tune in next week, Friday. Gentlemen, excuse me, they will be discussing Mama's Boy. Let's see what they're going to bring on that day. Also, the Unspoken Heart Discussion Hour will be back, hosting by Dwight himself, and they will be discussing the armor of mad money. How would you feel to find out you've been struggling with your bills and your woman is hiding money and she had money built up in the bank? Let's talk about it next Saturday. Now, I'm gonna go to Honey first on your intake of that there, because that was the talk is a good shot. They have good topics, and they bring some facts, some that we agree, some we disagree. Now, what is your feeling on what the ladies had spoke about? Because I think her name is Tara, whatever one, Mari. It made me think, if she don't have the kids with her anyway, she telling you, well, can I take something back to my kids? How you not know that's for her man or for herself?
Exactly, but I feel Me personally, I feel uncomfortable asking anyone for anything. So I really think it's kind of odd for her to come out and ask that after he paid for they. He's just getting to know you. Well, I
Exactly.
mean, it's weird to me. I don't know. It's weird. I would think it was for somebody else that she got at home too, other than kids. I sure will feel that way. But no, I wouldn't do it. No, I'm just trying to get to know you, sweetheart.
Yes. And Cypher, the phone number is scrolling down below. So if you want, you can call on in. We're sitting here waiting on you to give your opinion. And King D, what is your perception on that video? What you just seen?
Okay, I agree with Lonnie, Tamara, and Jeannie because they are making it more so as it's their it's a date. You're getting to know who you're dating, not the kids or buying extra food for the kids. Now, Adrienne, I don't know what she on. She's just thinking that maybe it's just food. That's what she's thinking. She's not thinking of the whole big picture. She's just thinking that it's just food. It's not a big deal. But I actually agree with the other three ladies.
It's the principle. Come on now, people, we're not stupid. You probably buying food for your friends and maybe bring in people. But get him to pay for my plate when you go on your date. Come on, people. It's the first date. If you're really into a person, say so. If you're not, you're just there for the meal, say so. Don't go on there wasting people's time. That just sounds like, there you go, moral conduct. There you go, moral code of conduct. It's morals. Morals, humble yourself. Morals, humble yourself. Not try to get a free meal.
Yeah, so like what Danita was asking, maybe she don't have have no food at home. That's something to consider, but at the same time, you got to realize that a person is not obligated. Because I do agree with what she was saying, that what mother actually does that anyway? Even though we've heard stories where mothers go out of town for their birthday, leaving the kids abandoned in the house, some on the malnutrition. But what real mother would really leave home and not feed her kids first before she go out to eat or go out to enjoy herself? I don't know too many mothers that's like that. And China says she is a total catfish, point blank, because you can't be out wasting people's time. Lord have mercy.
There was definitely was a waste of time.
Yeah, it was a waste of time. But the second guy, he got to eat. And then Cypher says she needs to be at work instead of on a date. Exactly.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
true.
If you don't have money to pay for something, do you have a job?
Right.
If your kids are not eating at home, you got to bring back some food to them. You need to go to work. Yeah, I agree. Go to work.
This is something we need to talk about over the phone before we get there. When we on our way there, we need to talk on the phone and say, have the kids ate? Because I'm not buying them kids no food.
Right. I agree with that. That is something that should have been planned out. We made a date of when we're going to have a date to meet up with each other. Then, we chose the place. So where in that conversation do you mention you have kids and how are we going to do this? If anything, he's going to tell you, well, can you find a babysitter?
It's that first date to me.
Because on the first, I say first to, I mean, it's a while because I'm very, like she said, I just don't bring men around my kids. I don't bring men into my home, that quickly. But my thing is that you on the first date and you go ahead and expose your kids to this guy. And not only that, now before your kids, this guy became the chocolate-covered Casper. And nowhere to be found. You know what I'm saying? He just jetted off.
He Casper the friendly ghost.
Yeah. Cypher says she needs to be asking if the restaurant hiring.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Put
Yes.
that 17-year-old on payroll.
Get an application while you there, because I'm looking at the 17-year-old. I would have said, you gonna stay here with the kids. I didn't fix y'all food. I'm finna go out on a date.
Exactly.
You
He
know.
will give him a chance to offer. I pay for a babysitter, anything. You didn't give
Yeah.
him a chance to offer nothing.
She just showed up with it, And I know, she had to see the frustration in his face.
Mm-hmm.
I know, because I mean, it's like he gets
No,
up.
he paid that road. He paid the road when he came back. Y'all eat? Y'all good? Say good? Yeah.
Well, that's like giving your medicine back. She catfished him, and then he turned around and he swam like a shark.
Yeah, he did.
So,
Baby shark.
So I mean, it's like, you can't expect, these women here, I don't know where they find them at, but you need to make sure, if he don't even say it, you say it. Look, I have kids, and I don't have a babysitter for that date. So do you want to reschedule or choose another date? Is it okay to bring them, or is the option to go ahead and just cancel all the way around?
At least you've given him the option.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you this catfishing thing, this is why people say, why you want to see me on video? That's why. I see on video, cut the video on, cut the camera on. You're not about to catfish me. Because what you see is what you get. It's enough. I don't even care to wear makeup like that. So, I don't know if she had to call somebody to help her with the funds, because I can imagine what that bill was. Because you talking about 5 of them, and then she probably ordered more.
Yeah.
And she was. And you trying to be slick with everything, and be slick, thought you was smart, and you got outsmarted. But to bring your kids on a date, that's what the date is supposed to be, between you and him. You and him met. You and him set this date up.
People have lost the value of knowing how to go on dates. These people these days do not know how to date. They think dating is jumping in the sack on the first date. Dating is when you sit down. Y'all go to picnics, you go to the movies, you go out to eat places. It's not Netflix and chill and none of that stuff. It's none of that. It's hanging out, getting to know each other. That is dating, people. Dating is not jumping in the sack. That is not dating. You don't have to have sex on the first, third, fourth date. You people think it's okay. It's not. It's not okay. You don't get to know each other. All you're gonna do is fall your dumb selves into lust. That is all. And once that lust is gone, guess what you have left?
Yes, like Cypher said, let me get to know you first, because you getting me to know you and the kids. Yeah. Like, wait a minute, slow your roll. We supposed to go slow with this here. Let me know you, then let me know what's connected to you later.
Yes.
To let me know the connection and you all at once, and without my input, give me the option to say no. Because how do you know I only brought a certain amount just for me and you? Because I know, what the price limit is. You can't sit there and think that this guy automatically is rich because he has no kids. Because he didn't mention any kids. Only because he don't have no kids does not mean he don't have no bills.
And one thing I do agree with you 100%, Spicy, on this whole thing is not the one thing, but I agree with everything you said, but this one particular thing stood out. Y'all could have discussed this before you even went on a date.
Absolutely.
And to me, that's the point of the conversation and scheduling. Just like I tell my kids, okay, you got somebody to pick you up to take you somewhere, but who's bringing you back?
Right.
Absolutely.
You got to have that in discussion and make sure that everybody's on the same page. But my thing is, I think it was Tanisha said, you don't know who this person, or King D, this person is. Then you exposing your kids to this person. Yeah, and I think you're supposed to give these kids to this person. How you know he ain't gonna start stalking out that 17-year-old?
Yes. Or any kids of that.
Exactly.
Could be have a thing for little 8-year-olds.
Yeah, my thing is that you exposing your kids to somebody that you do not know the history of. You probably didn't even do a background check on him. And then you bringing him in front of your kids, and he could be sitting there eyeing your 17-year-old out, or eyeing the youngest one out. Women, you gotta be careful with your kids. If you value your kids and love them that much, be careful who you bring around and open your door for your kids to meet.
I people around my children like that. It took a while for me to you even know what my kids look like.
Exactly. And I'm like, it's sad. It's really sad.
Even as an adult, I'm still like that. He's like, oh, why your kids? I'm like, oh no, I don't have no kids.
And but see, my thing in the conversation too, before we go any further, I need to let you know, and I said this about a third date. I need to let you know that I have kids. Is that going to be a problem?
I will let you know that on the first time I met you. Look, do you have kids? Do you like kids? I don't have kids. How many kids you got? Who are your kids?
Because what if that guy don't want kids? What if he don't want kids? What if he don't have patience for kids? What if he don't? You ain't thinking about everything. Because at the same time, how she didn't go on just on a date for them to eat, but she's looking for a daddy for those kids. Like the men I was with, I tell them straight up, my kids don't need another daddy. They got a daddy. Cypher says, right, he got Pennsylvania in him, and you want him to play daddy that damn fast. Girl, get right. I'm on him on that one.
Yeah. Within the first month, we want to talk about everything. And the last thing you want to do in the first month is to have your kids exposed to some strangers, male or female. It don't matter which way it goes, because we got crazy females out there too. So what I'm saying is you should not be exposed within the first month your kids to a total stranger.
Exactly. Now, I'm gonna tell you, a lot of this has to do with also the upbringing, because I'm gonna tell you, being that I didn't bring women around my kids, being that I was all about my kids, like my daughter, she became a mother. She dates, and it's been like this guy. I think it's been like a year or 2 years, but she's like, no, I'm not ready for him to go around my kids. We need to know each other a little bit better. Or if she's seen something, she's like, no, I need to see if this is going to work out first. I don't want to just bring my kids around him yet. I respect her for that, because she's showing as a mother, she's protecting her children. But at the same time, it's the cement that I laid out and shaped for her to become that type of mother, to not want to expose her children to different sorts of environments.
But you know what? I have to say something on that part. What you're saying is she's been with this person for like 2 years, she said, and she has not exposed her children to him. Okay, he needs to bounce, because if she has to wait that long for her to expose her kids to this man, it's something wrong with.
Okay, now what we're gonna say, because I'm gonna interject right there. Yeah, it's not the protective of the mother, but what I'm saying, I respect her. Because no. Because at the same time, a woman that loses the kid's dad, she wants to be careful. Now, saying a year, my daughter works, and you know this. She works almost she works 7 days, so they hardly see each other. For her to say it's still not time, she's being careful with her children. He's just now starting to do for her and the kids, which I was proud of. I'd rather see my daughter take her time to get to know him first before bringing him around the kids, than to bring him in a short time where they hardly see each other, and then it'd be a mistake.
Right, you're right.
She's being careful, because she got to look at, she come from one that she seen lying dead on the ground. This is kids. It took her time to get out there, but now she's all about her kids. So she want to make sure, is this going to be the one that's going to really stick around or not? If he's going to be there, then I need to watch. Now that she's seeing that he's pouring into her and her children, because at first he wasn't doing it at first, which I don't fault him for that. They had to get to know each other first.
Right.
And so, like I said, she's taking her precautions, and to be so young with 2 kids, she's 25 with 2 kids, to have that mindset, I'm very proud of her.
Good,
because
good.
Especially in this day and time.
I thought maybe she known him a little bit more than you said she worked. But to make that a point clear, you people, is if you are in a relationship and it's been 2 years and y'all been dating for 2 years and there ain't nothing coming out of it and you're not showing your kids to this person, you know something and you need to really just let that person go.
Exactly.
But her situation is different.
Yeah, because you gotta look at a person that's been traumatized, and then she's working. They see each other probably once every other week. Now it's different because they grow together. They're growing. So she's taking it slow because the baby's dad, they've been together since I'm gonna say about 10 years. So now now she got kids by this man, but she want to be careful.
Yeah.
Because her feeling is, Mama, I already lost him. I don't want to put my kids, because you see on there now how the kids are getting kidnapped, being trafficked, and now she's being very precautious to make sure.
Yeah, and as she should. It's got a lot of people out here. You hear the horror stories of children babysitting by their boyfriends, and the kids come unalive.
Yeah, and see, the other thing I give her respect for is because she would not let nobody watch these kids but Mama.
Oh, we know that.
No, everybody don't know that. Everybody don't know that.
I've been trying to get you on the cruise for the longest.
I ain't getting on the water. I'm not getting on the water. I barely get on the air.
You need to get on the cruise.
I've been trying to get her to come see me for the longest.
Yeah. But I'm coming. There's circumstances that got to happen first because I'm coming. Because one, I got to get this boy across.
Why? She's going to get on that boat.
Yeah, we're doing.
Okay, I sense the spirits of control here.
Yeah, you know. I'm glad you're feeling this energy.
Yes. So, I appreciate everyone for tuning in. It's been a great joy. This has been a great show. I love my cast, all of them, because they bring some spicy, a different type of flavor and different temperatures when they come on. If any of y'all out there, if y'all have any topic ideas, please don't hesitate to send them in. You can send them in. If the ones that's got me on Facebook, you can send it to my inbox or Messenger, or either don't forget to put the Unspoken Heart 70 at AOL.com. So, okay, Cypher asked, before we head out, Cypher is asking, so what the time length on when you should start introducing kids? When you feel comfortable with that person and got to know the moves and how they stand and their mental status.
Yes.
As in knowing them all the way around. You could be with a person for 16 years and you still don't know them.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But don't wait 16 years.
But at least know how this person is, because I got to the place to where I have friends. I was like, I need you to look this person's name up, because you never know. I didn't ran into some narcissist people. I didn't ran into people that disappear on me 8 months before the wedding. Like, no, I need a history.
Yeah, so, but it's I think you should introduce your kids when you're ready.
Yeah, because when I introduced my kids to one guy, that
person though, don't introduce your kids in the first month. Don't do that.
Yeah, because see, with my kids, I'm very fragile with them. And it's like, it took a long time for me to introduce them to my kids. But I had to make sure how he's staying, So it's really not a time. It's when you actually feel that comfort zone and getting to know that person and knowing that everything is solid, And that's why I speak as also is that it's very important if you decide to get into a relationship and committing to that relationship, that you also not just bond, but have an investment within that relationship so that you do know how this person is going to be with your kids. But the number one thing is do a background check, because you never know who's a pedophile out there and who's not. So,
right.
So I'm gonna go ahead and let She know that's gonna get me. I'm gonna let Honey give us the nutrition of the night.
Yes, I am gonna get you. Anyway, when you let new people into your realm, pay attention. Pay attention to how they react. Pay attention to their words. Don't let anyone change you. Just because they have issues doesn't mean you have to have them. I just say love. Just pay attention because people are not raised the way you will be raised. People don't. Everybody is not the way you are. So just I don't know. I say pay attention and pray.
And to add to that, if you decide to get serious with somebody, value your body just as well as you value your kids and your mind. Make sure to go get an STD check because there's too many diseases running out there, and some people have things that they're carrying that, they don't know, or you don't know, or they know and they don't care when it comes down to your life. We will see you next week. Thank y'all for tuning in. Much love.